Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Pardon my voice because I just ate a protein bar. Today I wanted to sit down and do the first video of 2018, kicking things off on a positive note, talking about my favorite products from 2017. I really didn't want this to be like a crazy long video where I talk about 7 billion things. I really wanted to narrow it down to just what I really thought were the best products of the year. As you may have noticed, I have tried a lot of new products this year. So I figured it would be appropriate to narrow it down to 17. The perfectionist in me really likes the symmetry of the numbers there. So I have 17 of my favorite things that I tried and used in 2017. The first item is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint. If you guys caught my review on this product, you know already, this is probably one of the best liquid lipsticks I've ever tried, ever in my entire life. It's a little bit of a different formula than I'm used to because it does continue to have like a soft finish and transfer a little bit while you wear it, but somehow it magically manages to like magnetize itself to your lips and not go anywhere anyway. Like, it's like a magic replenishing formula. I don't really understand how it works. I just know that I have worn it for hours and hours and hours on end, and it has still looked absolutely beautiful and was still comfortable and was still not crumbly, and it didn't dry my lips out, and it's a beautiful red shade. I really hope that they release an entire line of shades in this formula because I think it's amazing. Honestly, I would buy all of them. I would buy all of them. Unless there was like some really horrendous color, I'm buying all of them. If you watch my videos regularly, this one should come as no surprise either. This is the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette, and you may have noticed that I liked it a little bit because I literally used the bejesus out of this in all of my tutorials pretty much since I bought it. I know a lot of people bitch and moan about everybody promotes Morphe too much. Well, guess what? I don't have a Morphe code and I don't get Morphe PR, and I still really like this palette. The pigmentation is perfect. I think the selection of colors is phenomenal. It's got like a little bit of interesting stuff in it, but it's still like got staples, like beautiful neutrals and stuff. Honestly, I think this is one of the best palettes that I've probably ever purchased for the price, and probably one of the best palettes that I own, period. Like, end of sentence, it's done. Like, I don't know. I don't know of any other palette that I like as much as this one. So I don't know what to tell you if you don't like Morphe stuff, but like, maybe you should try this one. You might change your mind. It's really good. The next product, I don't have one to hold it up in the air right now because I'm wearing it on my eyes. Products I'm talking about are the Lionhearted lashes by Cakeface Beauty, which were a collaboration with Kim Tai. These are hands down my favorite lashes of the year. Again, you guys are probably so sick of me using them in tutorials. For some reason, I'm so drawn to them. They are so like black and rich looking, and they're so long and extra and dramatic, yet somehow, some way, they work all the time. I've heard some people say that they kind of feel like they cover up like a more complicated eye look, and I guess that really depends on your eye shape. On me, I don't really think it makes much of a difference because I don't have very good lid space anyway, so it's not anything that's not already covered by the droop of my natural lid. I also have to say that the quality on these lashes is outstanding. Like, I'm not even joking. I have probably worn every pair that I've bought, which is about 4 now. I've bought about 4 pair of these. I think I've gotten maybe 20 wears out of them. I'm not kidding. And that also shows you how much I actually wear them, because consolidated down, that's 80 times I've worn these eyelashes. This is actually a fresh pair, so it's more like 60 times. But yeah, they just last and last. As long as you keep taking the glue off the band, you can wear them shits forever. They look so nice still. They hold up really well. They're fucking everything. They're everything. Cakeface is a tiny brand, but this is the best collab of the year, I think, honestly. Next, I have a metallic liquid lipstick. You guys may have seen my swatch video of these recently. These are the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick, but I'm specifically talking about the metallic ones. The regular ones are great too, but the standout was really the metallics. Smashbox has a way of nailing metallics. The metallic lip pigments that are kind of more like a glossy gel formula that don't dry down, stunning. These, stunning. Last week I also did a swatch video of the MAC metallic liquid lipsticks, and those are really nice too. I think it's really just a matter of preference. For me, I prefer my metallic shades to be like a little bit more over the top in their metallicness, and the Smashbox ones are a little bit more metallic than the MAC ones. Both are great though, to be honest with you. I would recommend both to anyone, but these are the shit. They make your lips look like kind of like satin or velvet or something. Like, it makes you look like you have fabric on your lips. I don't know how else to explain it. It photographs so beautifully. They wear perfectly, like all day long. They just stay on beautifully. They don't crumble, nothing. And it's so hard to get that right in a metallic formula, especially to get them opaque. There were a couple of duds as far as the coverage within the collection. There was like a light purple shade and a white shade, and they just weren't doing anything for me, but 99% of the collection is absolutely perfect. Highly recommend them. I literally wear them all the time. This next product is like the smallest, like little insignificant thing it seems, but it's really rocked my entire world. This is the NYX Cosmetics Glitter Primer. And whenever I hear about like a glitter primer, I'm like, I don't really think that makes any sense. Like, I already have primer on, I have eyeshadow on. I'm not gonna put another layer of primer over my shadow. Well, let me tell you, it works. It works really well, actually, like alarmingly well. The consistency of this kind of looks like Elmer's glue, and when it comes out of the tube, you're kind of like, oh God, should I put this over whatever I'm wearing? But you could just spread it over whatever it is you're wearing. It doesn't really seem to disturb any of the makeup that's underneath it. I mean, if you had gloss underneath it, that's a bad combination, but I don't know, use your head, you know what I mean? But if you put it over your whole lid, if you put it over a liquid lipstick, it just kind of dries to be completely invisible and clear, but it holds the glitter that you put on top of it in place all day long with very little fallout, regardless of what glitter you're using. It's really incredible. Like, I can't believe that I haven't been using this sooner. And also it's NYX, so it's kind of affordable too. It's like, this is the shit. I really like this. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Glimmer Veil. I did a first impression and review of these when they first came out. But if you haven't seen that and you don't know what they are, they're basically a liquid lipstick that is just glitter. So it has like the liquidness of a liquid lipstick, and it dries down like a liquid lipstick, but it's basically only got glitter in it and no other pigment. You can use it over another color and just add a shimmer or glimmer veil to that color, or you can build it up and it becomes like dancing fucking diamonds on your face. I've never seen a finish on a product like this before. It's like the most intense glitter that I've ever put on my lips without them feeling gritty. There's no glitter feeling. You don't feel like that shit. You don't get that at all. It's wonderful. It's amazing. The only complaint I have about them is that some of the darker shades stain the bloody fuck out of your lips. Like, they stain them so bad, so bad, but it's worth it. The next product is another YouTube collab. This is the Dose of Colors highlight in the color Miramé, which was a collab with Katie and Desi. Pretty much anytime that I do my makeup that I'm not intentionally using a new highlighter to try it, like just my default, I just want to wear this today because whatever highlighter is this one, and it has been since they brought it out. I have not had a single other highlighter be quite as good. The only one that kind of gives it a run for his money is the Fire Crystal highlight from Fenty, which I really like as well, but it's a different animal. Like, it's a totally different color, so it's like I can't even really compare the two. But this one, this is my shit. It makes your skin look, I'm wearing it today actually, so if you want to take a little look at what I'm talking about, it really gives you like a wet finish instead of like a chalkiness. I talked about this when I did a first impression on the entire collection, but if you want to take another look at it here while I'm wearing it, it really is a beautiful finish. This particular color is the darker of the two. I never got my hands on the lighter one, which is called Fuego, but I really should have because I can't really wear this one when I'm super duper pale. Sometimes I do anyway. But yeah, as far as highlights are concerned, this has been my standout one for the year. I can't complain about it at all. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And the packaging's so pretty. Next up, I have a little bit of skincare. I'm gonna get back into makeup too. I'm not really doing this in any particular order, but this is what I have next. This is the Double Cleanse from Pixi Beauty, which was also a collaboration with Caroline Hirons. There are two sides in here. One is a cleansing oil, the other one is like a cleansing cream. You use the oil first and then you use the cream after. It is just, it's perfection. It makes my skin feel like it's perfectly clean. There's no makeup left on it, but it doesn't feel stripped whatsoever. It's also not like, I don't know, sometimes when I use oil makeup removers, they kind of make me feel like I've gone blind for a few minutes. Like they'll be greasy in your eyes and you feel like you can't see out of them for a little bit. This leaves no greasy residue, not even on your eyes, not on your lashes, nothing. It's literally, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. And it's not the cheapest thing in the world because it's like $24 for one of these and I seem to go through them pretty quickly. But it is readily available. They sell it at Target, which is always nice because I fucking hate when I have like a day-to-day item like this and I've run out of it and I have to wait for a whole Sephora order. Like, how am I supposed to wash my face? Come on. But yeah, if you're looking for a very, very, very mild cleanser that's going to actually get all of the makeup and all of the gunk and all of the day off of your face. Speaking of amazing, amazing makeup removers, this is the IT Cosmetics Miracle Water. I kind of thought this was a gimmick and I probably wouldn't have tried it, but I bought a little like Christmas gift set sort of a thing for myself with the IT Cosmetics Secret Sauce, which I love, but it didn't really quite make the cut for top 17. And this came in it and I was like, whatever, another micellar water. Dude, this will remove anything. And for reference, this is the only thing that removes the staining that happens from the Kat Von D Glimmer Veils. Just to tie that all together for you. The other nice thing about this is that it is meant to be brightening and anti-aging as well as cleansing. I would never really use this to take off my entire face of makeup just because I find that micellar waters are a little bit too tedious for me and I find myself like rubbing my skin too much. I much prefer like a balm type cleanser for my whole face, but this is what I'll reach for. Like if I do need to remove the staining from something, or if I need to get like stubborn eyeliner off, stubborn lash glue, stubborn waterproof mascara. I don't know how this stuff works, but it's like super duper like dumb effective at removing things that are difficult to remove. Next up, I have a little bit more skincare. I guess we're on a skincare tangent here for a moment. This is the Dr. Jart Waterfuse Hydro Sleeping Mask. This is actually empty and I need a new one desperately, but oh my goodness, I friggin' love this stuff so much. So on days where I feel like I need extra moisture, which in the wintertime is a lot more often than I would prefer, what I'll do is I'll put on my Luna Sleeping Night Oil, which you guys know is my shit. That's my go-to. That's my ride or die. She's my best friend. She's my homie. And I'll put that on because I want the effects of that, but I will seal all of my other skincare in for the night with this, and I will wake up like a rejuvenated newborn baby. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if a baby's ass could be my cheeks, like if you took the baby's ass cheeks off, all right, that got weird, but I think you know where I was going with that. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, if you put this shit on at night and you seal in your other like skincare goodness with this, it kind of sits on the skin in a way where it doesn't dissipate over the evening, which most things do. I find I wake up really dry in the morning. Not really dry, but like, you know, like most of it has come off or like evaporated or disappeared in the night, like while I was doing God knows what and flips and turns in my sleep. This somehow manages to hang onto my skin for the most part. Like I wake up still looking like a newborn baby calf, you know, with that like greasy placenta look. And again, I feel like it's very gentle. It doesn't have any kind of like harshness to it. It's super duper easy to use because you just pump out 2 little pumps out of the very sanitary packaging and just spread it over the top of whatever you already put on. It takes 2 extra seconds and you wake up looking like an angel. Okay, back to makeup. We have the Nabla Cosmetics Dreamy Liquid Lipsticks. I didn't choose any particular shade that's my favorite because, to be honest with you, it was a little bit too hard to choose. One of my favorites that I can't really locate right now, it's got to be in a suitcase or something because I know I traveled with it, is a shade called Black Champagne. Oh my god, it's the most perfect black lipstick I have ever worn. Ever in my whole entire life. I wore it to an event and literally 40 people asked me what black lipstick I was wearing. It also lasted through my dinner at that event, so yeah. Next, I have another lip product. I'm very lip centric. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I think it's because my eyelid space sucks, so all of my creativity winds up coming out of my lips when I do my makeup. Does that make sense? But this was for sure one of my favorite releases of the year. It is the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner. What I absolutely love about these liners is A, they're twist up because I fucking hate sharpening lip liners because you know what? I love the MAC ones. I love them. I love them. Love them. But I wind up not using them as often because if I have to sharpen them, but I could also just grab a Kat Von D one that twists up, your girl's gonna just grab the Kat Von D one. But the really standout thing about these liners, and they're not the only liners on the market that are like this, but they are my favorite liners on the market that are like this, they do dry down. So you can apply them and then they set, kind of like a liquid lipstick, but it's not a liquid. Which I find really great for my favorite way to use lip liner, which is underneath lip gloss, is just, oh, it's beautiful because it makes it last so much longer. If you're putting something that moves on top of something that naturally moves, then you're just kind of asking for a bit of a mess down the road. But if you put your lip gloss over a liner that sets down on its own, that shit's gonna last you a little bit longer. And that's what I find with these. I reach for these all the time. Some of them have like just like the tiniest little nub left in them because I just love them. They're my go-to. I find that I can even do lip art with these because that's how well they stay put. I feel like this was one of the most impressive launches of the year as far as, well, it was like pretty much the only good lip liner of the year. Lip liners don't come out that often. I feel like they're like a completely underrated item in general. But anyway, yeah, these are fantastic. I have all of them and I would repurchase pretty much all of them. The next item is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you had told me a year ago that a CC cream would be my favorite foundation of all time, I would have called you a liar and sent you home with a goodie bag. As you can see, this is pretty much almost empty. I also have another almost empty one in another shade in my drawer. I use these, I think, pretty much every day, honestly. Like, I don't think that there's another foundation that I've reached for recently that I've liked better or that I've not used begrudgingly just because I was making myself, you know, like rotate my products and not use the same thing all the time. And I know that this is called a CC cream, but it really has like a medium coverage. It's pretty much a medium coverage foundation with some skincare benefits. I can't really tell you if the skincare benefits do much for you, but I do know that it has SPF 50 in it, and I always forget to wear SPF, so it's a really good thing for my foundation or my CC cream to have it in there already. It just gives the most skin-like finish of any foundation I've ever used. Somehow manages to ride the line of like a perfect dewy, a little bit sort of a like natural finish, but also full coverage and long wearing. I don't know how it does it, but it is my absolute favorite. My only thing that I don't love about it is like the smell is kind of like real citrusy, like, which is not my favorite. I don't love citrus in general. I don't really even like eating citrus that much, so I certainly don't want it on my face, but the smell doesn't linger. So once you apply it, you're not gonna smell it anymore. Just when I first pump it out, the first few pumps, I'm like, yeah, blah. This next one should come as no surprise to you either. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. You guys know I really like liquid highlights. I also really enjoy highlights that last all day and don't break down. This is both of those. It is a little bit difficult to work with if you just drop it onto your face and you don't blend it out quickly enough. You could kind of get like a little bit of a spotting effect. If you just drop it on the back of your hand, pick it up with your beauty sponge, and then tap it over the areas that you want it to be in, you get the most perfect, wet, dewy highlight that's like subtle but still kind of bam va va voom, and then it just lasts all day. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't break down, nothing. It's perfect, it's beautiful. If you can get past the learning curve of applying it properly, you will love it forever. Next we have the Benefit Cosmetics 24-Hour Brow Set. I wore this swimming in a pool playing Marco Polo under the water, and my eyebrows were still gelled in place by the time the day was over. I don't know what sort of, I don't know if it's just like a thing of liquid plastic and it just plasticizes your eyebrows in place. I don't know. All I know is that I got out of the pool and I was like, I probably look a hot mess, and my eyebrows were still in place. Still. I was also wearing dip brow that day, which is also like, oh my god, never moves. So if you want to go swimming with your eyebrows on, dip brow and then Benefit 24-hour brow set, and you're all good. And the last item is yet another collab, because I like to support people and their collabs. I hope one day I'll have a collab of my own and you guys will go out there and support me as well. But I actually got this one at PR, so I didn't get to support them in the way of purchasing it, unfortunately. However, I'm going to support the fuck out of them by telling you this is the best powder I've ever used. This is the MAC Cosmetic Patrick's powder, which is obviously part of their collaboration with Patrick Star. First of all, Patrick is the sweetest ever. He's so sweet. I love him so much. But this powder is like, it's the perfect color. It's like brightening, kind of got like a peachy pink undertone, but it's not so peachy pink that it looks weird on my pale skin. I've also heard a lot of people of color, girls with darker skin, Patrick himself, like they use it and they don't get any kind of like ashiness or flashback from it either on their skin, so that's really good. It's definitely versatile. You could use it on a lot of different people. Also, this is one of the only powders where I feel like it works with every concealer and every foundation that I put it over. Honestly, have not tried it with anything that it hasn't worked with yet. So that is a huge sign of like a very successful, excellent powder, in my opinion anyway. And no flashback under flash photography, photographs beautifully, looks great on video. It makes my makeup last all day long, and I can set my whole face in it without looking cakey. It's like super finely milled and very like, it's very natural looking. You don't get a cake face from it. They did a really good job. I'm not surprised because Patrick's skin is always popping, so I'm not surprised. He knows what's up when it comes to powders. But yeah, if you can still get your hands on this collab, I highly recommend. I hope they make this permanent, honestly, because I like it that much. I would make this my go-to powder forever. And those are my 17 best products of 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please let me know what your favorite products of 2017 were in the comments below. Also, let me know if any of these were in your favorite products of 2017, because I feel like we're a lot of the times on the same wavelength, so I'd like to hear if you agree on these. If you want to try any of these products, I will link everything also in the description below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because I would really appreciate that. And I would also really appreciate it if you stuck around and subscribed to my channel. I don't always do 17 favorites, but I do a lot of other fun shit. Also, do not forget to follow me on social media. I'm at MsQuinnFace on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. All of my fun creative makeup looks are on Instagram. Please come over and say hello. If you would like to have a chat with me, please come over and see me on Twitter. I don't really use Snapchat that much anymore, but you can add me on there anyway if you'd like to. Anywhere you want to find me, I'm at MsQuinnFace, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's to a fruitful, wonderful, balanced, gratitude-filled 2018 for all of us and everyone you know. I should be back in a couple of days, probably with another swatch video. I have some Kat Von D swatches to do, so stick around for that, and I'll see you in the next one.